Okay, so let's have a look. This is one of exam popular questions, and I'm quite surprised when people can't do this. It's not that difficult. Okay, please have a look. Pay your attention. Okay, we want to find unit vector which are perpendicular to P and Q. It looks complicated. It looks long, but it's not really that is. Okay, what is a vector which are perpendicular to P and Q? What can we say about it? How do I find vector is perpendicular to P and Q? You cannot see it? Okay, let me rewind a few things back. Let's say this is P, let's say this is Q. Now how I want to find a vector that's perpendicular to these two. How? There's a third new vector. You're right, the normal. Okay, so if I cross this, I get myself a normal. Okay? Now let's try and rotate as 3D as possible. Okay? Now can you see that this normal is perpendicular to P and also perpendicular to Q? Do you understand? So when it asks you something like that, vector that is perpendicular to P and Q, what it's trying to say is normal vector. It's just trying to be mischievous with you. Understand? So right now, we want to find the normal vector. Okay, right, thank you. Pause the video. So we understand right now, this means right now is the normal. Normal to P and Q. Okay, so what they are trying to ask right now, find the unit of the normal vector P and Q. How do you find unit? So what they're trying to ask you even further is, how do you find unit vector? Do you know the formula? The n hat, right? So basically, saying here, the formula for unit vector is a hat, which is a over modulus A. That's the normal of unit vector. So right now we want unit normal vector. So it becomes n hat, n over n modulus. And how do you find n? How do you find normal? How do you find normal here? It's from P and Q. So what you need to do is P cross Q over P cross Q modulus. That's in long term. What do you need to do? Are you okay with it? Okay, forgive me, I'm a bit rushed right now. So P cross Q is 2, negative 1, 3, 1, negative 1, 2. You can do the process. We have done it many times. I'll just tell you the answer is 1, negative 1, negative 1. Okay, so P cross Q you got here, this is the normal. Okay, what about n modulus? What about the magnitude? 1 squared plus negative 1 squared plus negative 1 squared square root. So we get ourselves square root 3. So unit vector is n over n modulus, which is in our case just now, P cross Q modulus. There are many ways for you to write it down, but normally people write this down in IJK form. So 1 over square root 3 I wiggly plus negative 1 over square root 3 j wiggly, sorry I ran out of space, plus negative 1 square root 3 k wiggly. And people ask me, sir, what happened if we didn't write down the wiggly things, sir? It's like grammatical errors. Okay, you should leave your answer in that form. Alright, thank you. Please comment, share, like, and subscribe. Let me just highlight the answers.
Oopsie.